What's good, YouTube? It's your man BG Tech Life, and I watched the Apple event, guys. And one thing the Apple event made me realize is how good the Google Pixel 6a is. First and foremost, shout out to Team Pixel. They sent out the Google Pixel 6a for me to check it out, and I've been using it ever since. My stance on the device, it is a nice, minimal Android smartphone. It's a great experience. It's like a little pocket rocket. As I was watching the Apple event, they unveiled the iPhone 14, which is at an $800 price point, $799. The thing about that device is it's got the same size screen as the Pixel 6a, and it also has a 60 Hz display. Now that's the refresh rate. That's what everybody attacked the Pixel 6a for. When the Pixel 6a dropped, 60 Hz was trending because tech reviewers was disheartened by a phone that cost $449 having a 60 Hz display. Me, myself, I was not one of those people. I felt like 60 Hz is a standard on a budget device. At that price point, under $500, there's nothing wrong with a 60 Hz display. I felt like the phone had a good enough processor, a good enough display. It worked well enough where I didn't feel like I was missing anything because I didn't have 120 Hz. And if you bought the device at $449, it was no need to put a 120 Hz or 90 Hz display on that device. But one thing about Apple is they tell you exactly what you need and what you don't need. So they kind of set the standard. Apple is a huge company with a huge following, and they didn't see a need to put a 90 Hz or 120 Hz display on the iPhone 14 that cost $799, and no one gave them grief about that. At that point, even Apple said 60 Hz is the standard. So that only made the Pixel 6a look like even a better device to me. So all that means is the Pixel 6a is just that much more of a pickup. Anybody that was drawn back by it having a 60 Hz display, you don't have to worry. That's the standard. That's the refresh rate that a lot of people are walking around with on their device. And guess what? A lot of people don't even know what refresh rate is. They don't know what 60 Hz mean. They don't know what 90 Hz mean. They don't know what 120 Hz mean. But it does let me know that the Pixel 6a is just really, really good. Because if you look at the Apple iPhone 14 versus the Pixel 6a, just from the specs alone, the Pixel 6a, 6.1 inch screen, iPhone 14, 6.1 inch screen, both have 60 Hz. The Apple has last year's Bionic chip, and the Pixel has the flagship processor from Google. So they're really comparable, guys. Honestly, these two devices are comparable more than people would like to think, especially people that prefer a certain type of device as far as hardware go. Where they're not comparable at is the price. Pixel 6a, you can find a Pixel 6a right now as low as $300 from Best Buy. iPhone not going on sale anytime soon. The regular iPhone 14 is $800. That's 2 times. You could buy a Pixel 6a and still have $400 in your pocket. Now there are some differences. The front-facing camera on the iPhone, yeah, you can shoot 4K, and the iPhone does have wireless charging. But is that really $400? So you definitely know it's a heavy Apple tax on that. But all I say is to say that the Pixel 6a is just a great device. 60 Hz is the standard for most cell phone screens unless you buying flagship devices. When you want a good 120 Hz display that has the specs to power it, you spending a nice piece of change. It has a processor that can do basically anything you want on a smartphone, game, watch content. It's a lot of things you could do, and it's got the best version of Android so far on it, Android 13, and you're gonna get endless updates and endless fixes for anything that happened from Google. It's definitely an option, guys. Pixel 6a is so good, it could pull some Apple folks over to Android for the simple fact we have people out here with iPhone 8s, iPhone 6s that's gonna look to upgrade that device eventually, and you can see the price difference is just so drastic. The Apple tax is so drastic for even the bottom spectrum of the Apple phones now. Everybody don't have $800. It's more likely that somebody will have $300 way before they'll have $800, and to have, you know, especially for people that don't want to finance phones through their carriers, or lease the phones through their carriers. I just wanted to put that out there and speak on that, because I've been speaking on the Pixel 6a, and I've been rooting for the Pixel 6a since I started using it and taking a liking to it. And I just wanted to put that spin on it. I know some of us know, but some of us don't know. If you watch, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And if you're not following me, follow me on Instagram and Twitter, BG_TechLife. It's your man BG, I'm out. Peace.